Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Fight Focus. And for today's video, we will be covering what actually happened at UFC 259. Also, if you enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment what video you want to see next. Let's get to it. Fight cards don't get much bigger or better than UFC 259. With 3 championship fights and a host of current and former champions and title challengers up and down the card, it's easy to see why the MMA world was eagerly anticipating the action from inside Las Vegas' UFC Apex on Saturday night. In the main event, middleweight champion Israel Adesanya headed to the light heavyweight division to challenge 205-pound champion Jan Blachowicz in the Pole's first title defense. The co-main event featured 2-division champ Amanda Nunes defending her women's featherweight title against Megan Anderson. Bantamweight champion Petr Yan would also defend his 135-pound title on the card, taking on top contender Aljamain Sterling. We can all agree that Dana White is smiling heavily wherever he is right now due to the stacked card he had this weekend. So without further ado, this is what actually happened at UFC 259. First, we'll quickly talk about the fight between Jan vs Sterling and Amanda Nunes vs Anderson before we move on to the main segment. It took Jan just 7 UFC fights to capture the undisputed title, which makes for a meteoric rise. However, there is a somewhat fair argument that the biggest wins come over the contenders of yesteryear. Fortunately, he has an opportunity here to immediately shut down that narrative as Sterling's recent success is undeniable. When he challenged Petr Yan for the bantamweight title, Sterling became the first fighter in UFC history to earn a championship due to disqualification. He absorbed an illegal knee from Yan at 4 minutes and 29 seconds of round 4 and was deemed unable to continue by referee Mark Smith. The first of 3 title fights at UFC 259 Jan vs Sterling was an elite barn burner of a contest for 3+ rounds. The fight was offense heavy. Sterling led the dance while most of Jan's offense was responsive. As the fight progressed, Sterling began to fade, but before any further questions could be answered about his gas tank, the fight came to a screeching halt. Also, Petr Yan was 7 out of 7 first takedown attempts, while Sterling was only 1 out of 17. In the post-fight interview, Sterling wasn't too happy about the outcome of the fight.
I thought the fight was very close. I thought I was down 2 rounds. And that's not the way I wanted to win.
So do y'all think these 2 guys will run it back anytime soon? Let us know in the comments below. Next, we have Megan Anderson versus Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes, the most dominant female fighter in mixed martial arts history, did her thing again on Saturday night in an absolute thrashing of #1 featherweight contender Megan Anderson. Nunes forced Anderson to tap to a nasty armbar at 2 minutes and 3 seconds of the opening round of their featherweight title fight at UFC 259 inside the Apex. In all likelihood, she could have finished the fight any way she wanted. She rocked Anderson with the right hand in the opening minute, a shot that had the challenger on skates. Anderson was too hurt, she actually shot a takedown on Nunes, which led to a finish on the ground. At this point, is there anyone that could defeat her? Even Joe Rogan had asked her if there was any opponent left for her to fight since she's been so dominant.
Who is out there to challenge you? There's no one in this 145-pound division.
I don't know, Joe. I'm here.
It's not your fault.
It's not my fault, whatever.
Now on to our main segment of the video. Jan Blachowicz defended his UFC light heavyweight title with a unanimous decision over previously unbeaten Israel Adesanya at UFC 259 on Saturday night, thwarting Adesanya's bid to hold on 2 championship belts simultaneously. The 38-year-old Blachowicz made his first title defense after weathering an impressive start by Adesanya, the fearsome middleweight champion moving up for a shot at history. The Polish champion turned their fight with 2 huge takedowns and subsequent ground control in the 4th and 5th rounds. Blachowicz ended the fight in full mount while raining down punches on Adesanya, who had never lost in a mixed martial arts career that began in 2012. Adesanya, the charismatic Nigerian-born New Zealander, failed to join Nunes, Conor McGregor, Daniel Cormier, and Henry Cejudo as the UFC's only simultaneous 2-belt champions. Adesanya was the sharper, more aggressive striker in the early rounds, but Blachowicz survived the onslaught and eventually implemented his game plan. Blachowicz turned the fight in the 4th round with an impressive takedown and strong groundwork, all but forcing the judges to give him the round. He took down Adesanya again midway through the 5th before ending the fight in a dominant position. Blachowicz joyously celebrated the latest victory in a late career surge for a fighter who won his title last September after 6 years in the UFC and 13 years as a pro.
Would you like to fight again at light heavyweight? Is this a one-off?
This is not a one-off. I definitely will be back. But yeah, like I said, dare to be great. I'm going back down to 185, and I'm gonna roll that with my iron black fist.
What do y'all think is the next step for Izzy to take? Let us know in the comments below. Alright MMA fans, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, make sure to hit the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Also, don't forget to comment below what video you want to see next.